Happy healing. Welcome back. This is going to be a pick a card message. This one is going to be a one about spirit babies. So these are going to be spirit baby messages. And this is kind of whatever comes up, whether it's like time frames, dates, months, messages, whatever it's coming out. That has been channeled from the specific spirit baby energy. So you can take a look at the pictures on the screen and you can choose which PAL or picture, shall I say, resonates with you the most. And if you're interested in any services or products, you may find that information listed in the description box below, along with the timestamps. All right. Sending you so much love, and I will see you over at your PAL. Happy healing. All right. If you chose group one and you chose this image that's on the screen, we are going to get into your channel spirit baby messages that are come up. All right. I am going to definitely start out and say I definitely got the energy more around a baby boy for this group. All right. But the interesting thing is, so I was getting kind of like rainbow baby energy. So this is like a baby possibly coming after the loss of like a loved one or someone close to you, or after losing, potentially losing like another baby, right? So this is not to say you're going to lose a baby first. This is to say if that has already happened, then this could resonate with you, okay? I was feeling the energy around this group as if this would not be like an unplanned thing. This is like someone who's probably creating like a 5-year plan. But this is definitely like a planned pregnancy. All right. For you, this is definitely regarding like a loving relationship. A couple of places were sticking out for me. These can be places like that you want to travel, have travel, or that hold significant meaning to you in some type of way, whether it's like family or lineage, or things from there. So Virginia was sticking out. South Carolina was sticking out to me. South America was sticking out. And also, let's see, Hawaii was sticking out for me. All right. Um, so I do feel like this pregnancy is kind of within like the next 5 years. There is a heavy sense of kind of like Archangel Gabriel. So when I say that, it makes me think of like Archangel Gabriel, when he's talking to Mary about like Jesus. So with this feels like, again, there could have been some struggles with like loss of a baby or something happening, or like um, believing that there's like fertility issues or struggles with that. So this baby is kind of like babies are blessings anyway, but this is definitely like something like really like, miracle baby energy. Um, I definitely feel this strong presence of kind of like, I love you from this baby. Um, so I was getting kind of like water birth energy around this baby as well. So this could definitely be an energy of like you wanting to do a more natural, holistic approach, or you could be trying to um, be a lot more natural, like now, um, as well. So I was getting kind of like through or leading up to this pregnancy, maybe leg pain. So the baby, I feel like, is definitely saying like, mommy use like herbs. This is definitely a thing where this baby is like wanting to assist you in a way. Deer could be really significant for this group also. So I feel like, maybe signs through kind of animals. But I feel this nudge, like your baby is kind of like around you already, urging you to kind of like nudging you to like take care of your body. Again, like more herbal remedies and things. So if you have actively begin like thinking about making these changes and things within yourself, know that this is your spirit baby, like sending you these messages, okay? I also was feeling the energy around like Little Bear and Franklin. So for those of you in this pile, you could be like very familiar with that energy. Oh, another state that came up as well was Ohio. I also feel like with this connection to animals, this baby is trying to urge a mommy to get outside, right? And reconnect, trying to help you heal. There also could be like an issue for you with like, or for mom or dad, whoever is listening, um, um, with asthma or like weight issues. So this could be overweight or underweight, but just struggling with weight in general. Um, I definitely feel like this is kind of like a star seed baby for sure. I also feel like mangoes could be significant and oranges. Um, and I was hearing like, you know, maybe they need a little more time. Um, I also was getting the energy of like maybe forgiveness being significant, like maybe forgiving yourself the process of grief regarding this prior loss. And I was getting the energy of from this baby of maybe you have outstanding like lab tests to either do or that you need to review. Um, Feeling like this baby is possible because there could be a feeling of like maybe discouragement or like sadness around like you know the thought of like maybe family and dream. I do feel like there's heavy like ancestral support when it comes to this baby as well. Um, the people that are together, the spouses, mom and dad, there could be this energy of like um, a high school. So this could be like something going on with like you guys could be high school sweethearts or um, a high school friend, could be very significant or important in this moment in your life. But I also was feeling like the energy of, maybe also nosiness from maybe like someone you've known for a very long time right now in regards to like um, kind of what you're doing around family. So I do feel like the baby's encouraging like more movement, maybe even like getting in the water for you. Because this baby gives like very strong connection to water. So this baby could definitely have like water sign energy and or you. It's kind of a very strong like spiritual connection um, to for you to this to your baby. Sound healing is being encouraged as well. So listening to frequencies, even like while you're soaking in the tub, stretching more to help release trauma. Trumpets could be significant. I feel like this baby's going to be like musical genius. So that could some way run in your family. I was getting like trumpet kind of energy and things, but music was coming up. And also cats came up. So there could be this thing for you and cats, whether that's on the positive note or like not on the positive notes. But it was kind of laughter around the cat. So you would know how that connects to you. I was getting initials like AMVHBQ. That can resonate for you, whether it's regarding potential names, yourself, first, middle, last initial, or, spouse. But that is what I'm seeing. Sending you so much love, light, peace, and positivity. Happy healing, guys. So we're going to get into your spirit baby messages if you chose pound number 2 with these 2 little babies on the screen. So let's get into it. So we are going to start just from the initials. And this, again, is going to be whatever comes up, whether it's names, initials, dates, messages. We're going with the free flow energy, okay? Initials that came up, this could be potential names you're thinking about for your child or yourself or spouse. I was getting the letter E, T, H, E, K, L, I, and J. All right. So I was getting a strong 2 around this baby. So I take that as, maybe there's 2 of them. There is 2 in this image. Um, or this could be like 2 months could be significant, 2 weeks, or within 2 years or the month of February. I was definitely feeling a strong, like, daughter energy when it comes to this baby. And even the energy of twins, I definitely feel like the connection that you have with spouse could be like counterpart or like twin flame energy. I do feel like this baby might be like a blessing that is not planned. The months of July could be significant. Also, Leo energy here. Um, Leo energy. Um, so Leo's energy or Leo's season could be significant. I do feel like baby was like highlighting at the time there could be like a focus on like maybe more streams of income, new job or ideas that I also feel like baby is maybe trying to assist with because I feel like that could be kind of maybe the thing that's needed to help this be received as a great thing. So I feel like there could be some career changes. Baby is saying like you're hoping for, wishing for. Um, that could be coming up for you and taking place. But baby is trying to help positive energy there. I also feel like baby is trying to encourage mom as far as like taking care of yourself and body more because I was getting like releasing stress. So you could definitely deal with if this is mom listening, bloating. I was getting like massages, maybe tension, lymphatic kind of drainage, energy, and even like hormonal imbalance. And so maybe even dealing with like sporadic like acne or hormonal acne. Um, so I do feel like the connection baby is hinting at could be a connection that's like has been like makeup to breakup between mom and dad. But there is a stress of like, maybe because of the impact of finances, it could have caused stress in the relationship. I do feel like baby is saying like there could be some shadow work happening or like significant between mom or dad or both at this time. This is a strong ancestor kind of energy. One that like there could be some past trauma that mom or dad is dealing with that's, regarding like maybe like abusive, whether that's emotional or physical, like relationships and having to heal from like past trauma. And there could be a trauma from like, mom where there's been like whether voluntary or involuntary loss of like a pregnancy as well. So baby is encouraging kind of dietary changes. So if you feel nudged, if this is mom listening to kind of eat more like fruits and things, like almost like cravings, even though you may not have conceived right now, but who knows? Because for some of you, again, this is like 2 weeks, so it's like, where you could be finding things out, but you could be already noticing subtle changes. As well, even if you are. So you're being encouraged to feel emotions. I feel like this is kind of like overcoming like being maybe too independent and becoming more vulnerable. There could be a sense of like mental health issues or struggles in the family. I also was getting like brittle nails. So I do feel like baby is kind of trying to encourage like again, taking care of hormones. I was getting the herb horsetail as well because there could be like thyroid or maybe like brittle nails and hair loss going on. So I'm not a physician, but this is just what was coming up. Also, like maybe vertigo and struggling like sleeping at night. So baby is trying to help with that. The energy of lakes or ponds can be significant, like fishing, or these could be heavy. Um, like personal memories with this ancestral energy here also because I was seeing like fishing and fish so that could be significant to the way like mom or dad kind of grew up. And I do feel like this baby is coming like with a lot of like spiritual awakening. So there could be tapping into like ancient wisdom, like the akashic energy of like Egypt. Um, a place that was coming up with this group was kind of like Panama, and I was getting like pyramids energy. So you guys could be going on a like spiritual journey, and mom or dad could very much so be have the ability to kind of like astral travel, voluntarily or involuntary. Baby was also saying like there could be something where like strokes or heart attacks have ran in the family. So, baby is encouraging like to take care of your well-being and to get more circulation in because you could be quite stubborn. For some of you guys, could be on birth control, struggling with that or like coming off of that. But there is a sense of like maybe swelling, struggling with swelling, even in your feet. Having like moles can be significant as well, and or like frequent like UTIs. But I feel like baby is saying like mom and dad is kind of faded connection. So this may be something right now that's not completely accepted or like trusted. Um, I do feel like being a teacher or a student in some capacity is significant, and no matter what kind of zone that is in, whether that's spiritual based or whatever. Um, I feel like, it's energy of like also like Western energy coming out. And when I say Western, I would say more like country kind of energy. I do feel like this ancestral energy could like have like Western. So like I'm getting like a lot of like maybe grandfather energy or also maybe like significance to like the Caribbean. But I see like, needing to find balance. Baby is saying like mom or dad is either like a star, meaning like socially wise, supposed to be like out front. Um, yeah, so there's a sense of like mom or dad like needing or both needing to settle into themselves. Because there's like a need to stay in alignment with who you are. So I feel like there's a lot of work in partnership happening with this connection. And this could be either like potentially a C section needed or there's been already one had. But I feel like there's been like an awakening. You could feel a connection to dolphins, Atlantis, and or Lemuria. All right. But I'm also getting a waterbender energy. So like the avatar, like with Aang, could be significant, or even the regular avatar. But that's what I'm seeing. Sending you so much love, light, peace, and positivity. All right, group three. If you chose this little ginger head baby, we're going to get into your spirit messages again. Any of my products and services will be listed on my website, which will be linked below. But let's get into it. First off, I was hearing this song. It's like, if you're not familiar, it's this group, Mary Mary. It's a gospel song. Um, I'm gonna try to remember to link it. But it says like I gotta get myself together because I got some place to go. And I literally was feeling this energy of for you guys, you could be going through a time like I feel like your spirit baby is saying like you could be literally going through a time of transition. You could be literally physically moving or just moving in spirit or honestly both. Um, I feel like for you, spirit baby energy is saying like when you're coming upon this, you're at like a space where either you're like right before it and you're already like in motion, or like this is like happened and you're sitting in this space now, but of starting fresh, of a clean slate. So this was being highlighted um, very much so prominently. For this group as well, there could also be a heavy like connection to like mermaids. You could have seen mermaids in your dream, maybe felt like a mermaid in a previous time as well. But I was also getting like Pippi Longstocking. So you may or may not know who that is, but I was getting Pippi Longstocking. And I also feel like This baby was highlighting the number 3 very significantly. So I don't know if it's like 333. You've been seeing that. 3 months could be significant. 3 years, age 33 or 23. Um, but 3 was sticking out. So March could be significant. Um, and then the number 7. So 7 um, could be highly significant. Cancer, Leo energy, 7 months, 7 years. However, that resonates with you, and also like the number 777 and 717. I was getting some initials for this one, and this could either be like potential first, middle, last initial of names for what you were thinking of for baby, yourself, or for spouse. Um, so I was getting GIAC, the letter S, the letter J, and the letter P. Okay. And I was hearing like Starks, so that may be some significant. And I know there's Tony Starks. It's like Iron Man, but even with that Iron Man, you guys could be like anemic and low iron. Um, I do feel like Peru was coming up for this group also. Um, I feel like also for this group, um, there could be like a significance, and this doesn't even have to be your baby, but a significant connection to a baby that has transitioned in spirit, even if it's not your own. This could have been a sibling, a sister, or a brother, but there's a connection that was already to like a baby in heaven, right? Like a sister or a brother. Um, So I do feel that energy. I also feel heavy like male ancestor support. So this could have been you very close to like a father, grandfather, uncle, or just a significant male in your life. But I feel like this maybe is saying like you're in the season of like close out. So there's a lot of encouragement being brought in. It's like turning over like a new leaf. Pennies could be significant, like even like penny loafers, but also like literally like pennies. Even when it comes to like seeing pennies, finding pennies, but pennies was sticking out heavy and being highlighted. So I see the spirit baby is trying to encourage you to walk more. And I feel like this is kind of like mental health, but also like physical health. But saying like get out, there could be a connection to the wind. I also feel like either mom or dad is kind of like business owners or being pushed into that because baby was kind of showing like, logo, like moving forward in entrepreneurship. Um, um, yeah. I also was getting like you could be struggling with like feeling extremely exhausted, so there's a need to like rest. There could be like maybe being in the spotlight this week. Baby was saying that there could be some trust issues when it comes to dealing with like the spouse, whether this is mom or dad listening. And either mom or dad could have like online following. Um, I feel like also there's like heavy connection to like spirit animals when it's this group. In 2 months, I was getting this energy of like in 2 months, there could be significant changes to the home, life, or environment. Um, with this being tired energy spirit, the spirit baby was giving the notion of like maybe there needs to be like some cord cutting or releasing. Um, I do have like a guided meditation of like fire releasing energy, so I'll try to remember to link that. But it's also like a video that I've done that may be significant of you trying to maybe struggling to cut ties from like an ex or a situation. So a need for like clearing. Um, but yeah, I was kind of getting this energy of like you guys could be recovering people pleasers because or dad like this is like boundary energy. No more like being passive. For sure. Rock climbing can be significant or like hiking because I was seeing like wild thornberries if you're not familiar with that. kind of energy, like new adventures. So you guys could be like traveling to like have new adventures or wanting to do this. Um, I also feel like Spirit Baby is trying to help you break addictive like habits or patterns. And this doesn't have to be like smoking, this could just be food, but helping you find better ways to like deal with your emotions, right? Like bringing in more laughs, more joy. I heard like, a little laughing, but also like little baby cries. So I feel like you guys also could be like clairaudient and sometimes maybe hear like things in the distance, like hear the baby cry, hear it like an echo of like what you feel like is like what? I also feel like family or something could have like dreamed of this baby. You could be seeing this like baby as well in your dream. Shoes, I was being shown like shoes. Shoes. Um so when I was thinking about shoes, I was getting like bad seed energy. And no, no, no. If you haven't seen the movie Bad Seed, I'll try to remember to link that also. But with the bad seed, it's like, the baby being like terrible. So I feel like there could be maybe fear around children in pregnancy. I don't think baby is definitely not bad seed, but there's the energy of like fear of like parenting or like not being a good parent. I am getting moving in. This could be by yourself with someone. Again, heavy energy of still moving, like releasing evolution. Festivals could be significant. Participating in festival or like carnival. Um, Red cardinals for this group could be definitely signs. Brazil could be significant here as well, and Ghana. So this could be places you want to travel to or place you feel connected to. But I get like you could be definitely foodies. Baby was kind of saying like this group, you should be writers. Either you or dad, who's here checking in, like you're a writer, and there's something about completing a book. But I do feel like there's a need for like lightness, not just heaviness. And because even when I'm saying that, baby is saying like you could be trying to be like serious about work. And so being like making work like not work. So there's like needs to be like more freedom, getting more oxygen. And you guys could also like be cooks, or needing to cook because I was feeling something around like recipes and cooking. But it's just like by the time this baby's coming in, it's like no more bare minimum, and I think they're helping you. Um, and I was getting like at the time of this baby coming in, there will be, even if there's not a strong support from family, a strong soul tribe support. So you found your tribe and have a support system. But that's what I'm seeing. Sending you so much love, light, peace, and positivity. Happy healing if you chose group 4, if you chose this baby image with like the little halo, all right? Um, I do have this baby boy on this image, but I kind of was getting an image of like maybe a girl more strongly, but I do feel like there's a brother involved, right? So, take that however that resonates. But I was more so getting like two children, not at the same time as in twins, but either there's already a brother here, um, or, having two children, a boy and a girl, is very significant. So we're going to get into it, and I'm just going to give you the things that have come up around maybe dates, messages from the spirit baby. Um, so let's get into it. I was getting strongly like maybe Taurus, Scorpio energy. This could be significant of you, your spouse, or the season for this baby as well. I was getting a strong like number 5. That can be life path number. 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, or May, which is also Taurus season. Um, I was getting as well like the energy of like a doula. So I don't know if you are really into like health yourself or like natural things, or there would be like a sense of wanting to use a doula for this birth, like have a more natural, um, more like natural birth, right? Dolphins were coming up like very heavily for this group. So I was feeling the energy of like definitely a connection to water. So you guys could be water signs. But I was seeing like two dolphins. So I always feel like that's a very strong sign of pregnancy. It is also a sign of like twin energy, but this could be like, again, maybe like twin boy and girl, or like, twin connection, right? Because I was seeing like two seahorses. And like, about seahorses, when seahorses are together, they kind of like mate for life, right? So I was feeling like this strong like energy of like strong committed like partnership, right? For this group. So I get like, this means like sometimes like the masculine energy is not as like hands on, but I'm getting like this is very active, like parenting on like both ends, right? Like very active parenting. Like this is like important on both sides. The energy of a dog is significant as well. So I was hearing like a dog. So this could be you having a little fur baby at the time of this pregnancy as well. Maybe even a passed over pet, kind of like showing up in your dreams or returning to assist you. But I'm kind of getting this energy of like fantasy world, meaning like, life is but a dream. Like this being something you've kind of been like manifesting. And you could be in this season of like preparing for like this complete union to come in. But I feel like there's a sense of like things maybe moving faster for you. Um, like the dream coming into vision. Definitely resonating with like a life partner and like, miracle kind of energy, like everything is working out for me. So this is a connection even between like mom, dad, and baby that's like a higher purpose. So the energy of like family is significant for like other people here. So the connection that's being formed with this like spirit baby is going to be something that like you guys as a family unit are highly like impacting others in a way of like being, I don't want to say an example, but almost that's what it is. There's a lot of good fortune around like this union and this baby kind of like coming in, like completing things. So this will be like, you know, if baby that's almost like a spirit guide, even though, so it's a baby that'll come in and you know how they kind of say like old souls. Um, Very much so like star energy, but a baby that's like they've been here before. Psalms 91 was really coming up for this group as well. I feel like, even with saying like this baby has been here, I don't know if you guys have seen like Boss Baby, but that was coming up. But I feel like, this baby could be like mischievous, or like one or the other could be like a very mischievous kind of like person, but like I feel like very much so uniqueness, but also doing things like way like, ahead of others. I was seeing a vision of like mom or dad even like being creative, say like painting, and baby being like two, like standing on like a crate, but like painting with mom or dad. Um, Having a favorite blanket is significant. So, I was thinking Baby Bop was coming up. So the blanket could be significant or just the energy around Baby Bop. You would know how that resonates. I also was feeling the energy of like Portugal for this group, Ireland. This could be places like you've thought about traveling. London was coming up as well. New York and California was coming up. And I was getting heavy energy of like southern states, like southern charm, because I was seeing like pecan pie, so that just makes me think about the South. But I definitely feel like mom or dad or both are very much so like intuitive, like creative people, and like very much so like some type of like spiritual guides or healers themselves. And I'm seeing like mom and dad could be working on like or be very adamant about healing or working on nervous system, because there could be like a lot of like ancestral healing, like generational healing happening through this connection where you're healing issues around guilt and trauma around like family. Um, so I do feel like baby is saying like maybe mom or dad or both is needing to detox and like focusing on gratitude in this moment, not feeling this energy of feeling victimized. Um, Free spirit energy was coming up. I was getting like at this time, mom and dad could not be together, but they could know each other because I was getting the energy of like someone is missing you. So take that how it resonates. But I was getting that. Baby was like highlighting the forgiveness of self for who's listening to this because there could have been an energy of like, even this could be like if it's not the like spouse or like someone like backstabbing betrayal. So like this could be like someone close, like cousin or best friend, like because I was getting like Judas energy. And this could even be like, this twin flame connection, feeling like betrayed, but I feel like there's healing that this spirit baby is assisting with and encouraging, like past life healing as well. Also, someone like just randomly could be dealing with like stalker type online kind of energy. This baby was kind of giving me like online success and like new look. So I definitely feel like there could be like a sense of like transformation as far as outer body appearance that's happening. I was feeling some connection to like Buddha for this group also, in a spiritual sense, or even like anime. There's this highly spiritual feeling. So spirit was giving me like nomadic energy. And for some of you, I feel like, some of you guys are a little bougie. You're like, I don't want to live like van life energy, but I feel like, wanting to like maybe live more freely. But for some of you, like van life kind of vibes are really here, nomadic energy. So I was getting like passports and I feel like financial blessings coming soon. Um, and then I was getting like the energy of like August and September could be significant as well. And also like shells, whether that's seashells, cowrie shells. And I was getting this energy of a cat as well for this group. So another pile may have resonated for this group. So if so, please check that one out because I was getting girl and boy in this group. I feel like brother and sister, could be like in another group. So this could be hinting at that. Initials I was getting was like EM. I got a lot for this group. EMCFAB YGA and T. Okay, but that was what I was seeing. Sending you. Oh, also your sun sign in astrocartography just randomly came up, and the smell of coffee. And a turtle. But sending you so much love, light, peace, and positivity.